What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs here on NCAA 2006, and featuring that NCAA Next mod as well, as tonight we are going to see the 8 teams still remaining in the FCS playoffs get cut down to 4. So 4 quarterfinal matchups for you guys here on the channel tonight, and I hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have to be brand new to the channel, by the way, as we will jump right into the action. We got UL Monroe, kind of a Cinderella story, a little known school in Louisiana, taking on the SEC champions Georgia Southern, the number 8 seed in this tournament. As UL Monroe, they're going to get a shot up early, and it's caught, and a broken tackle. So it's not just a big play. He's going to high step his way all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. And UL Monroe gets this episode started off right, just throwing a rocket down the sideline. And the Warhawks will take a 7-0 lead here early, but do they have what it takes to stop this option attack? And they come with that intensity early as fullback. He's going to get absolutely lit up like a Christmas tree there. So 3rd and 10. That's going to force Ikeda Woods to actually throw the football. But UL Monroe, they bring the blitz there. And that is going to force Georgia Southern to punt this football away. Monroe coming off hot out of the gate. We'll see if they can maintain that throughout the rest of this ball game, as they'll try to convert this 3rd down here. It's 3rd and 6. Richardson trying to get that pass off, but it's not. They can't get it off, man. It's going to be a sack this time for Georgia Southern. They confuse that offensive line, and it was barbecue chicken from that point. And now Georgia Southern with the football here. Ikeda Woods gets it out to Albert Miniachi, one of the best running backs in the country right now. He's able to get a nice pitch out to the outside there, and that will pick up a 1st down. And matter of fact, get Georgia Southern close to the red zone. As 1st and 10 for the 24-yard line. Fakes it to the fullback. Ikeda gets it out to Albert Miniachi, who gets absolutely clobbered there. And so does Ikeda. I'm surprised he can handle as many hits as he can truly handle. For a guy that's only 5'6", by the way, they do end up missing the field goal there. And on the first drive of the second half, they turned this football over. So despite the fact that Georgia Southern, that you saw it on screen, they are absolutely dominating the time of possession right now. UL Monroe, they still have the lead. That's the crazy part in all of this right now. And we'll see if the Warhawks can go ahead and capitalize. 3rd and long, though, as Richardson will drop back. Finds his receiver. Breaks the tackle. Foot race. The safety does end up catching him eventually. But now the Warhawks are well within field goal range and are in a prime position to make this a 2-score game here midway through the 3rd quarter. Couple plays later, 2nd and goal. It's Matt Richardson on the play action, firing towards the end zone, but it's going to be deflected away. And eventually that will force the Warhawks to go ahead and settle for a field goal. As now UL Monroe, they are now up 10-0 and going to get a little bit tricky here. And it actually works. DeAndre Dowdell II cannot break up the pass. So he gives up a big play on the back end. And now the Warhawks are driving once again. Richardson looking down the right-hand side, looking for it all, but it's intercepted. Georgia Southern not going to give up as fast as Xavier Talley shows that resiliency. He's going to get the interception. And a potential scoring drive by the Warhawks of UL Monroe does end up getting thwarted in this situation. But Georgia Southern just cannot get anything going on offense. This is a problem that they had last year in their 2nd round matchup against North Texas last year. And we're seeing it here as well. Still, we're almost through 3 quarters, by the way. And they still got that goose egg on the scoreboard. The offense definitely selling right now. As we get into the fourth quarter here, still a 10-0 game. Richardson fires it out onto the flat, and his receiver, he does the rest, and it's another touchdown for the Warhawks. 17-0 there, and that could be maybe not a dagger. There's still a lot of football left to play, but it's certainly going to be a gut punch, as this offense is not built to go about throwing the football. They are predicated on the running game, and Miniachi gets a really great run there, as he's still looking for his 21st touchdown of the season. With that being said, they're going to need some big plays, and they're going to need them right now. Second and short, though. Couple plays later, another option. It's Woods out in the open. He's got some space to scoot, and does choose not to go out of bounds, but it is a huge first down yet again. These were the types of runs that they needed earlier, but they were struggling to get, as now they have a chance to finally get into the end zone for the first time, and Ikeda Woods will get hit out to the tight end, and his tight end is going to rumble and stumble his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles, as that will now cut the lead down to 10 points, but is it too little too late? Can Ikeda Woods lead a miracle? This could help them. Sure enough, it does. He might have even gotten out of bounds too, and that would save precious time on the clock if that was the case, as Ikeda Woods just threw that right in the bucket. But can they finish this drive? 3rd and 12. Ikeda, end zone. It's dropped. It was dropped, and that will bring up 4th down, and now comes the decision time. Do they go for it here and possibly make it a 3-point game, or do they settle for the field goal and hope that should the Warhawks get the football back, make sure that they don't hold them, or at least make sure they don't get a single point? They decide to go for it here. They're going to risk it all. Nothing to lose at this point. Ikeda dropping back. No, he's going to run for it. It's a first down, and he also gets a touchdown. Georgia Southern now makes it a 3-point game. But after a failed onside kick, unfortunately, it's going to be barbecue chicken, as Monroe, they are able to run out the clock. And the Warhawks, who received no love during the regular season, it seemed like, they are now looking at a distinct possibility of winning the national championship here in year number 2, as they will move on to the semifinals, as they will go ahead and take on the winner of SMU and the Golden Flashes of Kent State. So let's go ahead and jump right into this second quarterfinal matchup between the Mustangs of Southern Methodist University and the defending national champions, the Golden Flashes of Kent State. Gonna be a chilly one, only 54 degrees. That's cold for down here in the great state of Florida, as the Gator Bowl is the site of this quarterfinal matchup, as both teams are gonna be coming out on the field here now, and just watch the matchup between Jesse Young and this explosive offense against Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams going to have to really perform his best here today, as Jesse Young, he is more than capable of swinging that football. And speaking of him, we'll go ahead and check in on Jesse Young doing what he does, a fire ball down the sideline, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Mustangs. Makes it 7-0 early, and this is what we expected from your star quarterback. The Mustangs get on the board first. We'll see if Tyler Williams can respond back. He's got plenty of protection and fires right over the middle of the field and does the exact same thing. A touchdown for Kent State makes it all knotted up at 7 apiece here, but we are going to see some fireworks in this game. This is why I was so excited about this particular game. We're going to have ourselves a battle here today, and that is prevalent here in the first quarter of this specific game here, as we are getting some, plenty of touchdowns here in this ball game. And SMU actually did have a chance to extend the lead further, but could not capitalize. So we do have to go ahead and punt this football away. as we'll see if his ball kicked in the air. It is a good punt, but did he outrun the kick coverage? Hang on now. He's able to find the corner. He's got some space to work, and no one's going to catch him in the end zone. Touchdown. Golden flashes. And the defending national champions strike back, and they also get a field goal as well. 17-14, and it's also going to be intercepted. Brandon Moore, who had that punt return for a touchdown, he's also going to go ahead and get this interception as well here, as that will be picked off, and a chance to make this a 2-score game. Going to the locker room, and Kent State, that's what champions do. They cash it in. Touchdown, Kent State makes it 24-14. KSU pulling away, but does SMU got some fight in them? Tailback, but running it into the end zone, actually dives it in there, and that will be good for 6 points as well. So it does get it cut down to a field goal, but they're going to desperately need a stop, and this will help. Intercepting Tyler Williams, that is Kendrick Brown, who is going to get his third interception of the season, and coming at a huge time as well. But again, SMU cannot capitalize, so they're still going to be down by a field goal, as this punt will be up in the air once again. Brandon Moore, he's already got 1 touchdown. How about we call it a Drake song, because he's going to go back to back. 2 touchdowns for Brandon Moore today. And that will help Kent State. Unless something crazy happens here, I mean, you never know what could happen in this beautiful sport that is college football. This game could very well be barbecue chicken, but SMU, they're going to fight to the end. Backup quarterback is in the game because Jesse Young did end up getting hurt, but fires it out to Victor Davis, and it's a touchdown. So it does cut it down to 10 points, but they're going to need some additional help. They're going to need some stops on the defensive end. Can it be provided? Williams hands it off, but it's fumbled. And SMU, they're going to recover. Here comes the Pony Express as they try to rally back. Down 17 at one point in the 4th quarter. We got a brutal battle to the end. Quarterback looking to get it off to the tailback. Yes, it's a toss to the right. He's got the blocks and he's got the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And now just a field goal game, but again, the same problem that we saw in the first one. Too little, too late. And Kent State, they are going to win the Gator Bowl against the SMU Mustangs. And they will also move on to the semifinals, and they will take on the Cinderella in this tournament right now, the Warhawks of UL Monroe. As the defending national champions, they are still in that national championship hunt, as they will be one of 4 teams that will be playing in that next episode of this FCS Dynasty. But who's going to go play on the other side of the bracket, as we have the Idaho Vandals, the 2nd lowest seed in this entire tournament, taking on the Chippewas of Central Michigan, as Idaho, if you guys remember, actually used to be an FBS school, but they relegated themselves down here to the FCS. Now, that would be insane if we then all of a sudden see Idaho get to a point where they actually win a national championship at the FCS level. That would be a huge thing, especially because they have one of the most beloved stadiums in college football. The Kibbie Dome has a special place in a lot of people's hearts for sure. As now we'll go ahead and jump right into the action, as Central Michigan does have a 3-0 lead here early. We'll see if Marcus Watkins can build off of that, and sure enough, his tailback, no, it's a fumble. Okay, it's recovered in the end zone, no. So wow, crisis averted, to say the least. Let me tell you what, as Anderson, he was just in the right place at the right time there. Although Idaho definitely should have recovered that fumble. There was 3 guys around there. As now we see Thaddeus Moore. He's going to try to, he throws it into, I can't even call that triple coverage. I lose count of the number of guys that were around. And a very questionable decision, and not what we saw from Idaho in terms of, okay, they were able to beat, what was it? It was Texas Southern. They beat Texas Southern in the first round, and then they beat New Hampshire in the second round. So you would think they would bring a little bit more intensity, but that's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening whatsoever. Central Michigan absolutely dominating this game right now, 27-0 here, as they are really crushing the Idaho offense. Less than 100 yards of total offense, but Fergood Marshall, he is actually going to find the end zone here, so that'll at least get the touchdown on the board for the Vandals as they finally get their first points here in this quarterfinal. As now Central Michigan dropping back, Watkins, he's gonna fire this one downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown Central Michigan. Yet another score that's gonna go on the board as Marcus Watkins, I'm sure his guys just might definitely be cruising through this game, but we'll see if Idaho finishes with some pride here with 4:30 left to play in this game. But that's not what we're gonna see. I don't think we're gonna really see any of that, as Justin Howard, he's actually gonna get his second interception. At least he does not take this one to the crib, but this safety was tested today, and he certainly is going to pass with absolutely flying colors here as we get into the last minute of the game, trying to get a garbage score. But here's the thing, Central Michigan playing so good today that they can't even get a garbage time score. They will not allow that to happen here today, and that's going to basically wrap things up here. Central Michigan, who was fighting for their lives just to make it into the playoffs, they will also get to go play in the semifinals, as they will await the winner between Central Florida and the Eastern Carolina Pirates. The Cinderella story for Idaho will end up coming to an end, as their journey is going to stop here in the quarterfinals. Idaho, of course, being the farthest advancing 23 seed that we have seen in this tournament, but their season will unfortunately come to an end. So we get into the final quarterfinal matchup here in the FCS playoffs. We got the Central Florida Knights, as they actually got rid of the Golden out of their name, but I really rock with that Golden Knights name, I'm not gonna lie. So y'all that are UCF fans that are either in the live chat or in the comments, you can let me know your feelings about that. But they do end up taking on the number 3 ranked team in the country, the Eastern Carolina Pirates, who, in my opinion, at this point, you know, I can definitely see them as a favorite to win a national championship. You know, they got that bye week, and they look dominant in their second round game. In the round of 16, we'll see what they can do against the Central Florida squad, as McFadden hands it off to Barrett Hassan, who's going to really blow drive his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Eastern Carolina, as they will strike first, and they will strike early as well. 7-0 lead here, as it remains to score throughout the first quarter until Ricky McFadden fires a rocket. That had to be an absolutely perfect throw, and we definitely got that here, as Ricky McFadden is going to get his first touchdown of the game. I mean, look at this. That was incredible coverage. That's the thing, but hey, man, part of being able to be great at this sport is just having that confidence. And, you know, Eastern Carolina, they are definitely showing more confidence right now, as they're able to get the fumble there, and they are going to also recover a said fumble. So Eastern Carolina looking really good here, and it's now 17-0, trying to get it up to 24, same as the number on the back of Garrett Haston. Another touchdown for Eastern Carolina, as they are also looking to run away with this thing. As we get into the final 2 minutes of this game, they could simply run out the clock, but Ricky McFadden's actually going to pull it down and going to pad those stats. Another touchdown for ECU, and what is truly a dominating affair. Eastern Carolina, man, if there is one team out there that could dethrone the defending national champions, I definitely think this team could potentially do it and they are only going to be just a couple of games away from doing just that. Eastern Carolina going to beat Central Florida with ease. They knew their conference opponents in and out. A 31-0 score that does end up being the biggest blowout that we end up witnessing here in the Tanner quarterfinals. They will take on Central Michigan in the next round. So this has been a truly exciting FCS playoffs here in year number 2, as it now brings us down to just 4 teams. And because we're down to 4 teams, and technically we don't have any more FCS squads, next episode, we are going to determine who wins the national championship. And we're going to see one of 2 things happen. Are we going to see a potential dynasty emerge for Kent State, the number 4 overall seed? Will they repeat as national champions? Or will a team like Louisiana Monroe, little known school, did not get any action in the the FCS season for year number 2, can Louisiana Monroe pull the upset? We'll find out in the next episode, as this will be the first game that will be shown. And then the winner of that game will take on the winner of Central Michigan and Eastern Carolina in the other semifinal matchup that we have for the FCS playoffs. Eastern Carolina, they're looking really good. 8 straight wins. They have the number 1 offense in America, but Central Michigan, they tout a top 10 defense themselves. So this will also be a very entertaining semifinal matchup that I am extremely excited for. And of course, that final game that will be shown in the next episode will decide who wins the national champions. The winner of those 2 semifinal games, of course, will be in that national championship game, and that will be shown as the final game in that next episode. So guys, you're not going to want to miss a single thing as we get out there, go out and about, and see what we got going on for FCS playoff action here. Hope you guys make it to the next episode, but in the meantime, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button for me, hit that subscribe button if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.